Hey guys, this is Aubrey Worek. She is the owner of Fitness Envy, where we are right now. She went to Slippery Rock University to study exercise science. She's a certified personal trainer, certified group exercise instructor, certified nutritionist. She's a lot of credentials, and we met last year because she was actually the promoter of my show. So, do you want to introduce yourself?
Absolutely, that was an awesome introduction. So thank you, Alexa, I appreciate it. And I'm so excited to be featured on our new channel here, because I love all the information you have been showcasing, by the way. And yes, as Alexa mentioned, that we met last year at the Kumite Classic, where she actually won the overall bikini division. So proud of you, and so excited to watch your journey unfold for this year.
Yes, I'm excited. All right, well, to begin, how did you just get started in fitness and everything?
Yeah, you know what, I actually started at the Kumite Classic, and it was my first show, and I entered the bikini division and the fitness division, and I went into the show with no expectations, and similar as to Alexa, I won the bikini round. So it was like, I got bit by the bug, and I was totally ready to just pursue more of a career in fitness, because I've seen women compete, and I always wanted to be strong and athletic and agile, and here I am today with my own studio and training competitors.
How old were you whenever?
I started at 27.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So 27, and really, I got into competing in addition to just having an opportunity to perform. I had a background in dance, and I loved the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, and I forgot to mention she won 2015 Miss Fitness America.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, so she's pretty talented.
I'm trying, working on it.
So you teach a lot of group exercise and personal training, but what's your favorite thing to teach and coach?
Oh gosh, that's such a good question. I think my favorite thing to teach, absolutely hands down, is any form of yoga.
Okay.
And you're gonna see a lot of that come out today when I teach you some awesome fitness routine moves.
Okay, perfect.
So,
yeah, I just did yoga last night, so
awesome.
I'm ready to go.
Cool.
Okay, so if you were to be able to say something to yourself 10 years ago or someone to me now, what kind of advice would you give us entering the fitness field to be successful?
Oh gosh, yes. If I could talk to my younger self, and what I share with new competitors especially, is a couple different things. Is to trust the process, to know that it's just a show. It's this moment in your life that you want to respect the journey, and really whatever gets you there, the stumbling blocks, they're lessons to be learned. And some shows are good shows, some shows are not good shows in terms of placement, but you want to turn them into great learning experiences so that you become a better individual and you don't let the sport get the best of you.
I totally agree. I think sometimes people get too focused on doing the show. I was talking to someone the other day, and they're like, I just want to win. I'm like, that's not, I was like, you don't, like, yeah, you obviously you're on stage and the judges are comparing you to other people, but you need to compare yourself to how you started. That's the most important. That's how you're gonna get the most satisfaction.
Absolutely. I will tell you that there was one show where I had this mentality that I'm like, I was doing really good at all these international shows, and I'm like, this is my year, I'm gonna win it. And it was the show that I placed the worst, because they put all this pressure on myself, and I wasn't having good sportsmanship, so lesson learned.
Do you need a background in gymnastics or dance in order to do a fitness routine?
Absolutely not. Really, there's a couple criteria that you do need to do a fitness routine. One is you have to be entertaining, right? Yeah. So that's really important. Two, you do have to work on your flexibility. And three, you have to be strong. So flexibility and strength can all be learned. It's not something that you've had to do, since you were 3 years old, like competitive gymnasts or professional dancers. That's why I love fitness, and I love to encourage people to do routines. Maybe we'll get you to do it one day. That you can learn at any stage of life.
Yeah, that would be really cool. That's a goal of mine, because I just think it would be so fun. I have like a gym background. Yeah, exactly. So I just think it would be really fun being able to do that on stage, and it shows off, because like obviously bikini and physique, figure, whatever, you're showing off your body, which is awesome, and that's so much to applaud, but like doing a fitness routine, I think you would get so much satisfaction out of that. It would
Absolutely.
just be incredible.
And one thing I will tell you this, when I started to compete in fitness, the swimsuit round, it was like, that was easy.
Yeah.
You know, once you're done with your fitness routine, you're like, I just gotta slap on some heels and I'm up there. So it kind of put things into a different perspective for me.
What are some components you always put into your award-winning routines? I can't speak today.
That's okay. I'm having one of those days too. Okay, some things that I always put in. Well, some different push-up variations, which I love, and I'd like to show you some of them today. A lot of different strength moves. So that's where my yoga background comes into play, and flexibility is crucial. Now, I'm not a gymnast by trade. I have worked on some gymnastic skills, so I do a little bit of acrobatics in my routine, as well as dance.
Oh, yeah, that's fun. I'm excited for the push-up stuff.
Yeah, good.
So overall, what's your whole fitness philosophy? How do you see, like, what is fitness to you?
Yeah, you know, fitness really, to me, is finding movement that you enjoy doing and doing it often. So whatever brings you joy, our bodies are designed to move. So find that element. There's so many cool trends right now, and they're always changing. And you don't have to, you know, do one trend for the rest of your life. So I think that bottom line is do something that you feel successful at.
Awesome. Okay.
So thank you so much for having me on today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for being open to being on my channel.
Absolutely. So hopefully you have me back on again.
Yeah.
Where I'll be teaching you some other cool fitness moves or dance moves.
Yes.
Whatever's in the background there. But so as a token of my appreciation for being on your station, I wanted to give you your official AWO tank top for being here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Excited.
So the first move I'm going to teach you, I call it an L press, and it's something like this. Ready to break it down, girl?
Yeah, let's try it.
So, in yoga, this is also called balancing stick, by the way. And contrary to popular belief, people think their hands should be back here. But I'm going to have you put your hands in front of your hips, yes. And you're going to shrug your shoulders, and of course point your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're looking at your awesome socks, right? And you're going to do a shoulder shrug and pressing your hands. I call this the break dancer hand. So you don't want the heel of your hand on the mat, but just like so. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to do a shoulder shrug. And you're going to look forward, reach through your toes to lift up. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. That was your first time. That is so good. Awesome. So do that again. As you're doing that, some things that you can use to like get a rockin' L press, because sometimes we think, all right, I got it, I can throw this into a routine. I practice this a lot, like with ankle weights, or I'll also use parallettes.
Okay.
And I love these things. So if you wanted to try that.
Is this like a good?
This is a good way, let's say like you couldn't get your butt off the ground.
Yeah.
This is a great exercise to help.
So I shrug and then as I come up.
Yeah. And you have good body awareness because she's looking forward. Yeah. Nice. And lifting the legs. And almost when you do, you want to think like you have a cat back instead of a super straight spine. So I almost round my back and then press up.
Oh, okay.
That helps me get nice and even with the floor. Yeah, good. Lift your chin and smile and breathe. That was good. Awesome. Yeah, there you go. So that's a very basic one in L press, but it's very impressive because a lot of people can't do it. So you know, we'll make up on it.
There we go.
All right. So something that's really similar. We'll put the parallettes away for a second. And this one is called a straddle press, and there's a couple different variations of this one. So it looks like something like this. You're gonna come into your natural turnout and take your dominant hand forward. Non-dominant hand is gonna be like right across from your butt. Okay. And we're gonna do that same shoulder shrug again, looking out and pressing the floor away from us.
Okay.
Yeah, and this one can be like a little funky because I mean, you could try either hand, but you wanna make sure that you're using that back arm like it's a second spine.
Okay. So like kind of near like my.
Okay.
So here.
Yes. Nice. Reach through the toes. Good. Yeah. That's okay. Awesome. So you got that variation of a straddle press. Now this next one, you're gonna take the next level. Okay. And this one can be a really great thing to add into your routine for a wow factor if you can hold it. see how I do today. But we're gonna first come into our L press, looking forward, bending the knees in, and then reaching through the legs to come back out.
Oh.
Yeah, this one, sometimes people think you have to be super flexible. You do have to be able to touch your chest to the floor to have a nice one.
Okay.
Let's see how you do this paying off.
Yeah, not that well. I only got it once. Yeah.
Not too bad, not too bad. So we'll be able to see your legs get up a little bit.
Yeah. We'll see.
That's it.
Alright. So I started like how I did the L one?
Yeah, you're gonna start how you did the L one. Perfect. And let's just bring you into the L first.
Okay.
Nice. Now you're gonna bend your knees, and here's the top part, and then reach up into your straddle. Yes, 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 yes. And back. Yeah, that one is a beast.
Yeah.
But that one, it took me a while to practice that one. So you can use ankle weights and obviously stretch out your natural straddle with that one stretch I was doing. So
definitely.
now I know what you're really wanting to do is push-ups. Have you ever done a one-arm push-up before?
I think so.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You want to do one?
I'll try.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, I think.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
That's not a real push-up already.
Actually, so no, I'm glad that you demoed that. So what I didn't know until I started doing fitness competitions is how to do the one-arm push-up.
Yeah.
And it's actually not as hard as we may seem. So I'm gonna go right in front of you kind of here so that we can see the angle. But we're gonna have our feet wider than our shoulders. And I actually use my non-dominant arm to do this. And then I'm gonna have my elbow point out. So I'm gonna bend down and then push straight up. So I bet you if we take your feet wider, you'll be able to do that.
Okay.
Let's give that a shot.
Do it this way.
Yeah.
So, like this kind of?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Yeah. Oh,
That was good.
that was good. That was good. There you go, girl. Oh, that was an awesome one.
I didn't get that deep, but.
That's okay. With practice, exactly. And you could practice this on the wall. I have the folks that I train, they practice on their knees and just with a little assistance here. So yeah, to get it nice and consistent. So, all right, you're passing all these tests for your fitness routine, Alexa. So, all right, now, how about a split push-up? You don't have to be able to do a split though. You just have to be able to do push-up.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, a split push-up, you have to be fairly flexible, but you don't have to do a full split. So it looks something like this. And I can face either way. But this might be a better depiction of how I'm actually not into a full split. I'm gonna have to prop up my knee onto the back of my arm to do this.
You make it all look so easy.
I guess I better, huh?
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't want to try it.
I feel like falling over.
Right.
Oh wow. Okay, so did you start with your feet wider?
No, your feet are gonna be narrow. So you wanna start like a regular push-up.
Okay.
And take your hands nice and wide. Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Now, you're gonna create maybe your more flexible leg. Your right or left?
Probably my right.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's try it. So we're gonna bring that right knee up to your tricep. Yeah. And then as you do a push-up, you'll straighten that leg. Yes. Yeah, and come back up and return back in. Yes.
Wow.
So to yeah, I know, right? So to practice that, you can actually come into like a lizard lunge and then thread your arm underneath before coming into that.
Oh wow.
But with the right angle, that one's a crowd pleaser. People really like it. And with a little bit of practice, you will have that in no time.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one.
Yeah.
Alright, so here, and this up.
You got it? Yes. Well, that one's even better because you're touching your tricep.
Yay.
Nice job.
There you
Feels
go.
good push up. So with this one, you want to have your wrists are pretty strong, right?
I think.
Okay. All right. We'll find out. But you're gonna come up and catch yourself on the way down.
Okay.
I know, right?
I was like, wow. Alright, so what am I doing?
Okay. So what you want to do is start into a little runner's lunge, and you're going to jump up off of your right foot and then catch yourself on your belly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like,
Let's
I
try.
jump like this way?
You are. You're gonna think like jump up and come down.
Okay.
It's weird. Yes. Yeah. That was really good. You lost a little more. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. So it's a plyometric push-up. So this next one, you'll see competitors doing in their routine quite a bit. It looks kind of cool. You're going to come up into a slow tripod headstand and transition into a pro variation.
Okay.
Okay. It's kind of cool. All right. So let's see. I don't usually put this one in my routine, so bear with me. But we're going to come up into our tripod headstand, and you're going to go nice and slow. Okay, now from here, you're going to transition down and twist your knees over to side of choice. And then look up to hopefully hold pro a little bit longer.
Okay. Well,
let's see what happens. And I'll give you a little spot as you transition into side pro.
Yes, I will.
Okay, cool. Okay. So she's coming up nice and slow. Nice. Now, here's where you gotta put your thinking cap on. You're gonna start to bring your knees down nice and slowly. And really squeeze your obliques. Pick a tricep you wanna go to. Yes, yes, good. And then up. Yeah, but that's the halfway. That was pretty close.
Okay.
Nice. Oh, geez, let's see.
I was like,
That one's a funky one. All right, so this last but not least one, we are going to do a very common move, and this is called a side shoulder stand. And I feel like I'm pretty proficient in this, so I'm gonna get you into this no matter what. Okay. Now, with all your strength moves, you wanna make sure that you can do them on both sides. Okay, so you create balance in the body and symmetry, and then actually makes your good side stronger. Are you righty or lefty?
all right.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna actually bring you on this way, okay? And you're gonna face the camera for me, okay? So you will take my spot. I think I could talk you through this.
All right.
All right, okay. So we're gonna come into a stacked position, right leg forward, left leg back. All right. Now, you're going to pretend that the floor has a secret, and you gotta get your ear all the way down there, okay? Now your left hand's gonna come in front of your face, and you're gonna straighten your right arm out as you swing and lift your hips all the way above your head. And I'm gonna help you do this.
So I
Yeah.
go like this and bring.
Actually, take this top leg to come over. Yes. And we wanna get your hips so high. Oh, okay, she's going for it. Come on down. That was good. That was really good.
Like
You're
you're
going for it.
like going up. Like how am I supposed to look at the top?
Yeah, you want to think of your body like a seesaw. So when you do this, you're gonna swing that left leg in front and then come into a straddle.
Okay.
Swing the left leg back. So think like you're taking that left big toe, tracing it on the floor, and then your hips and your legs to the left.
Alright. So
All right. So here's your go.
eyes here and then
Let it trace and press. Okay, get those hips higher in the head, higher this way. You okay?
I'm good.
Good. Okay, hang on to it, we're gonna bring you back down, bring your taper back in. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
That was good, that was really good. High five on that, that one's tough. So,
Can you show your the whole thing how it looks?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. So, let's see if I can I'll show you a whole combo that I put into almost all my routines. It looks something like this. So, come into shoulder stand, and I transition into a planche. And I flip onto the back.
Oh wow.
So, you can add on some cool moves from that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So now that you're ready for a fitness routine, I expect to see you next year.
Alright.
Fitness routine.
Alright, I'll be on stage and
Yeah.
cute outfit.
Absolutely.